Yo, 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 what's up? I am your host. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? It's Fonzie Murph, man. Welcome to the Modern Self Podcast, where we seek, empower, learn, and flourish. This podcast is designed to help. So, today's topic, what I really want to talk about is letting go of the past. Ooh, man. Look, letting go of the past is so essential, especially the people who hurt you and done you wrong. And look, we all have people in our lives that hurt us, betrayed us, left us feeling angry. And that's whether it's a friend, family member, or a romantic partner, holding on to the past can prevent us from living our lives fully, straight up. You'll sit in that dimension you've created for yourself, thinking about how confused and why it happened to you and why this person that you care for so deeply, did that to you. So, you gotta learn, you gotta assess that, and it can be hard to let go of the past, man. Although we feel like we need closure or an apology to move on, however, waiting for an apology that may never come to us can keep us stuck to the past. That may never come to us. And I think that's the hardest thing for most people. That was the hardest thing for me about a lot of things that I had to get over and accept, and it's important to remember we can't control people's actions, straight up. But what we can control? We can control our reactions. We can respond to things if we rather, Holding on to anger and resentment only hurts ourselves to the long run. So you may never grow, essentially, holding on because you'll be too scared to, get done like that again. And you play so preventative, you can really just, hold yourself back, hinder yourself, So I wanted to go over some things that I've used to get past and move off from, and it's helped me, heal. It's helped me become more aware of when things like this happen and just how to deal with it before it does, if it does, type thing. So acknowledge your feelings. The first step in letting go of your past, acknowledging your feelings, straight up. Don't try to ignore or suppress them. Don't try to ignore or suppress them. I'm going to say that one more time. Don't try to ignore or suppress them. Instead, just allow yourself to feel the process and the emotions. Write them down in a journal, talk to a therapist or a trusted friend, and express through art or exercise. And for me, I got through a lot of trauma and healed a lot by, joining the gym, start taking my body serious, start taking my fitness serious. Once I started to do that, I started to understand the detail and how much value I have to have for my body while doing this necessary action. And what it taught me was to understand that value. I've let people walk all over me throughout my life, just because I thought that it was the right thing to do for that person's emotions, that person's needs, and things like that. So, and talking to people is important. Talking to people who've been through it is even more important, because sometimes you can express yourself and people not understand what's happening, or just won't give you the feedback that it is critical. Yeah, that's cool. Oh man, that's messed up. I don't want to. I don't want to talk to somebody like that who gives me that kind of feedback. I need constructive criticism, things like that. And a therapist is always idealistic. I've had a therapist in the past. It's helped me a lot. It's helped me get through. Have a source that I can get out these emotions and thoughts in my mind about what I was experiencing. That's the biggest thing and important thing, to write stuff down. I write to myself. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but I write to myself often. when it comes to, gratitude, reflection, things of that nature. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing somebody's behavior. I'm going to say it one more time. Forgiveness is not about excusing somebody's behavior. I promise you it's not. But it's about releasing the anger and resentment you feel towards them. Forgiveness can be a difficult process, but it's essential to let the past go. Remember, forgiveness is not for the other person. It is for you. It is not for the other person. It's for you. Straight up. It's for you to understand that you can let it go and can get your peace of mind back. Another thing is, let go of the need for closure. Look, I'm not going to hold you. I've struggled with this. I've gotten through it. It's taken years to stop struggling with this, the need for closure about certain things. And as I mentioned earlier, waiting for closure or an apology can keep you stuck in the past, straight up. Sometimes closure don't even come, and that's okay. Instead, focus on creating closure for yourself. Write a letter to a person who hurt you, but don't send it. And just create a ritual to symbolize letting go, or find closure through therapy or self-reflection. And I say these things because you won't have people in your life to give you that peace of mind from something so negative for you to get over. You're not getting that most of the time. You're not. Especially through a breakup, you're not. As we all know, through a breakup, you're not getting that. The best you can do is understand, acquire knowledge to help yourself get through it. Work through it at your pace, and just get your peace of mind, man. I keep reiterating that peace of mind. Peace of mind, I'm telling you, is everything. Everything. And focus on the present. One of the best ways to let go of the past is focus on the present moment. Practice mindfulness by noticing your surroundings and your feelings without judgment. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, such as hobbies, exercise, and spending time with loved ones. And these present moment activities, it will keep you well grounded and give you a clear understanding that you do matter. You do have value. You do mean something to people. There's things that mean to you. I know most of the times when you go through a traumatic situation with the past, if you rather, you don't live, think about the past every day. You think about the past and don't even move forward in the present. The time you get to do anything throughout the day, cherish that, straight up. I know that may sound minute in the grand scheme of things because most people don't pay attention to the present like that. But at the same time, man, when you start to do that and you start to be there for the moment, because the past doesn't exist anymore and the future's not even here. And so the point of worrying about things that are completely out of your control, the best thing you can do is worry about what you can do in your face right now. And I know that's easier said than done, but for me, 80% of the time, I'm doing it 80% of the time. The 20% I might think about the past or the future, depending on what it is, but I don't let these kind of situations in my life affect me anymore on how I think and how I move and how I change and become a better person. I emphasize all of these points to point out that I know people struggle with this kind of stuff. And I just want you to understand that you can work through it and work through it at your own pace. You don't have to compare your healing journey to somebody else's. You just work through yours, because your emotions matter the most at the end of the day, because you got to feel good about yourself. You got to love yourself to that. You feel me? And just remember, letting go of the past is a process. It will not happen overnight. It won't. Be patient with yourself. Practice self-compassion. And when I say be patient with yourself, be patient. You won't get over that image that soon. It's going to take time. So I really, really hope that this podcast helped you about letting go of the past. And I got some more content coming for you guys soon. I appreciate you for tuning in to this podcast and listening to this. So this is Fonzie Murph, the Modern Self Podcast. Do better, do more. Peace. Period.